Welcome back, lords and ladies, to another turn of the Strong Arms and Swift Steel, I believe. Number 2 as House Lannister in this wonderful hot seat. Now we'll finally be able to throw him in a Golden Tooth. Stafford somewhere over there, I suppose. As I planned it, I believe you guys are just a range of Stony Sept. Something like that. We'll throw you over there. I think actually Stafford went in Hornvale and then we took everybody else out. Like that. So they switched around and actually Rob is now moving in to help secure the middle of the Riverlands while I clean up the rest of it. So pretty much just the best odds that I could get. It was about 80 for this one. Moved all these guys. After you. Oh, also, we didn't get a defeat if we get a defeat. Because you have to, I think you have to fight that one first. But somehow they're able to do that. My initial idea was to send these guys on the boat after that and besiege either Dragonstone or Driftmark, and I would have had enough men. But well, if you hadn't gotten on that ship mass, you could have showed people. But it was there. I'll show you guys anyways. As soon as we get to the end turn thingy. Okay, I think we're going to send enough men to be a fort over here, but we're just going to hold off on that until we actually see any troops in the south, because I don't see anybody yet. They're actually not at Fontaine, and I scouted around, so Loras is by himself. Also, Mr. Tolly has a grand old army, as well as Mr. Beatram Oakheart. Now I saw these guys and I go, oh shit, what do? So I'm gonna grab these guys, throw them over there, start training some more men, so by the time they get here, they're good. And we're also gonna throw Davin Lannister, so he might be in range of Craycall to hopefully save my men from a 2-stack, because I don't have a Night Fighter in the south. Ah! To not have a Night Fighter. Ugh. But I will also be recruiting a mercenary band, a medium size, so that's 8,500 gold. I believe it's either this turn or next turn I have to buy it, so I have to watch my finances. But let's see, I used Daemon to hold the army. I moved it 1 tile more, because then he'd have enough room, enough to get in range of Golden Tooth. Otherwise, the river run is empty. And that actually leaves... I didn't take that many casualties, just so you guys know. It was like 1 or 2 casualties. It was really low casualty amount. Either way, we grab Kevin, grab Mabrand, do what I should have done a while ago, give him the ultimate, and we'll give... Alright, something like that. And then I believe I went for something like that. But these 2 guys were in range, so I could use a few more units. I'll show you guys what it looked like after we're done. think I was able to recruit one militia here, so we'll grab both. Like, you just recruit as many men as you possibly can. He's just in range to get that ancillary, and I think I grabbed those two. I tossed all those men over there, and we just tossed Tommen. So he's in range of Kevin's army next turn, so he can take over that fort. So if Stark can't defeat our army, which they shouldn't be able to because I've forted off, I think these are too close, but I forted them off, so none of their reinforcements to the north are in range. So you guys know there are a decent amount of reinforcements. So it just depends on where Robb Stark goes. If he just stays there, that's fine. He probably won't, because he'll be able to see with his diplomat that I have men in range. If I could just capture that damn diplomat, that would be great. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys what everything looks like at the end. Alright, so everything might look a little different because I've actually had to change the turn because I didn't have the autosave for after I passed the turn on. So this is what everything looks like when I left it after the last turn. So a lot of the movements that I did should look pretty similar. So I ended up putting this fort just over the border so I could, in case, you know, I needed a fort to the north over here, then I wouldn't have, you know, be breaking the 3 forts per region. Otherwise, like we predicted, they did go for Stony Sept. Of course, I already knew that because I did. Okay. Pretty much what we're going to be doing is they're going to just be in range of Craykall. We'd move all the units out of Craykall except for those 2 that are coming in. We'd move into a defensive formation. I'll show you guys defenses later, but just kind of what I ended up doing. I did throw him over there and I moved ships in range. I ended up moving Orain because he's got the movement bonus, and they besieged my fort. But this was a lot of the units that they had coming in from a ship. So a lot. So 2, 4, 6. It was these 6 plus maybe one more spearman or spear militia, maybe. But they had another ship coming up from the south to aid in their, you know, their endeavors, and it's like, oh shit, I almost had the islands under lockdown. It's like, not quite, bud, not quite. So, in lieu of those events, I need to start building up a better defense on the eastern front. And the western front, I feel a little bit more secure having an army both over here and over here. I made sure to make Gregor Clegane like move south, but also I moved troops around Emmen so I could capture him, because I don't want the Starks snooping around and informing possibly the Renlys of what I'm doing, or where my weak points will be, because if that happens, then I don't know. But the good thing is that they won't be able to recruit any more diplomats because I took Harrenhal, and they only have River Run and Winterfell. So with capturing of Emmen and I believe I captured Harry's Charlton, that will be pretty much that. So I'm gonna end it here as this is turn 4. We'll get on to turn 5 in a minute if you guys decide to jump in. So see you guys in the next one. Berry Night out.